gonna want some now. He gonna get it. Where you go? Where you go? Let me pet your cheese real quick.
Who is it?
This fool right here. He want the split.
Welcome back again, guys. It's iiTicTac back with another Fall Guys guide. Today I have something a little bit special. It's going to be 4 different guides today. It's going to be combined into one. It's going to cover Block Party, Fruit Chute, Perfect Match, and Tiptoe. Now, the reason why I chose these 4 together in this group is because they have a little common trait for at least what it requires from the player. That is patience. There's a common routine that I always do as soon as I enter these maps. However, I want to try to point out the parts where I'm patient and also how to space yourself out whenever there's a huge crowd. That's probably like going to be the biggest problem for a lot of players, is that most people get really close to the crowd. So we're going to try to point that out, and we're going to see the different types of mistakes people make. Also, I would like to thank you for the support that I've been getting. I've been really enjoying content creating so far in my little small journey. But what I would like to ask is, if these guides are actually helping you, just let me know by hitting the sub and like button. And also let me know in the comments below of what maps are you actually struggling with. That way I kind of get an idea of what to make next. Now, the first map we're going to be covering is going to be Block Party. The entire objective of this game is to avoid the walls and to make sure that we stay on this center platform. I'm going to show you a couple of my own personal mistakes, and that way you can learn from them as well, and a couple of different tricks that I do as well. Right off the bat, I jump way too much. This could be lethal, to be frank. Right in the beginning right here, I jump. Now this guy right here with the gray body and blue pants, I hit him and I just start going ragdoll. Now, if there was a wall that's coming after me, it's gonna most likely push me off. But try not to jump that often. The second thing you're gonna see me doing is griefing. And what I mean by griefing is I'm purposely trying to hold people back behind the wall so the wall pushes them off. This is kind of like a bully tactic, but then again, we're playing aggressive. We're trying to eliminate people. In this level, it's pretty easy to qualify. We're going to try to make it very difficult for the other players to qualify. This is a good example of when you should be staying a little behind the crowd. Now on this map, you gotta be very careful. The wall was already coming in, and then I see the crowd, so I kind of jump a little behind, because if one of them were to get hit and they were rolling on the floor, it might cause me to roll off the platform as well. Now just kind of weave through back and forth. It's just left and right, and whenever you see these kind of pillars come through, just make sure you jump just a little bit early. Try not to hold people super late, because it's going to prevent you from jumping as well. I messed with this guy right here with the yellow helmet, and you're gonna see me and him kind of duke it out right here. But like I said, it's gonna cost, and it cost him, and I just gave him a little clap right there. That's pretty much the whole gist of the game. You just gotta watch out for in the end, where if you see this ending, there's 2 different types of ending. There's the one with the planks that come in the bottom, and you just have to constantly keep jumping, which is a lot difficult. And in that one, you got to make sure you're a little bit ahead. And even on this one, where it's just the walls, these walls are always going to be left and right, or right to left, right to left. You're just going to swerve back and forth. The only problem I see a lot of people having is they get caught up, and it's easy to get caught up as you see all these people just fly off in the very end. It's because they didn't stay in the front. The second map we are going to go over is Fruit Chute. I really despise this map because it is just unforgiving to players when they make a mistake. You get roughly 2 chances, meaning restarts, if you fall off. You get close to qualifying to the next round. If you mess up anything more than that, more than likely you will not qualify. First tip, always run along the left or right side, whichever one is closest to you. Now in the beginning, lots of people use the jump strat to boost themselves faster. Try not to when you're too close to people. You're going to see me jump, and I'll go into a ragdoll effect mode, but I got lucky and I didn't fall off. Another tip is when you reach the purple Dorito, try to jump corners. That way if you get hit by a fruit, the Dorito will help you from rolling down further. Always avoid the middle. The fruits and the logs that shoot down the center just make it way too difficult to climb. Key thing about this, just like all 4 of these, is to remain patient. stick along to the sides. That way you avoid the berries when they launch when you reach 3/4 of the map. The third guide we'll be going over is Perfect Match. Now it's difficult to even give a proper strategy for this map because it just requires the player to remember the tile of the fruit that matches the screen. Quick troll tip: dive onto the wrong tile. You might get lucky and someone might follow you onto the wrong tile. Now keep your eye on the real one, and when the timer hits 1 second, hop back onto the correct one. And if you are lucky, you may eliminate a player. In the beginning, there's always 2 fruits, and each round progresses and they add 1 to 2 fruits on the screen. I have an extremely bad memory, so in the beginning it was difficult for me to even beat the game, but I learned a method that helped me. Part 1 of the method is quickly scout a position where you are surrounded by multiple fruits and keep an eye on the ones that are not there. The second part is you see me running in circles. That is because I'm repeating the fruits, that way I can remember the location. Now the final map we're going to be covering is called Tiptoe. The whole gist of this one is to avoid the fake tiles, which will disappear if you stand on them and then you'll fall and then you have to restart. And we're going to try to find the correct path all the way to the finish line. Now right in the beginning, the first thing I like to do is start heading towards the tiles and dive. The reason why I'm doing this is not only am I trying to find the correct path, but I'm also helping my future self just in case I do get knocked down as I'm going through and trying to finish. And when I restart, I don't get confused on which tile was the beginning tile. Now I continue doing this until I see players reach around the halfway mark or about 3/4, and then I get a little bit conservative. Now when it comes to the very end, the one thing I always suggest is always stay back 1 tile where the entire crowd is, and if you can, grab other players and try to push them forward. Either they'll land on a correct tile or they'll fall off. The second to last tile, if it lights up the next tile right after that, 100% light up. So as soon as you see that second to last tile, run. And that's about it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you with these last 2 videos that I made previously. Check them out if you haven't. And I'll see you on the next one.